Hey, if you are living with your parents, working a job you don't love, trying to figure out what you're supposed to do, this episode is for you. I'm not going to give you another motivational speech. I'm going to tell you exactly what I would do if I woke up as you tomorrow. Because here's what I've learned. Your life doesn't change when you finally feel ready. It changes when you finally start moving. So if I was you, here's exactly what I would do. I would start by getting my life in order. Wake up earlier. I would get in the habit of making my bed. I would exercise. I would eat better. I would drink water. I would get up. I would go outside, not because those things will make me successful, but because they teach discipline, and discipline will take you further than motivation ever will. I would spend time with God every day. I'd start my morning in prayer. I'd read my Bible, not because I'm trying to check a box, but because I need wisdom for the decisions I'm about to make. Direction is easier to recognize when you're close to the one who gives it. I would learn something valuable. I wouldn't spend 3 hours at a time scrolling. I'd spend 1 hour learning. Read books, listen to podcasts, take a class, watch tutorials, study people who have the life you want. Your income usually follows your value, so become more valuable. I would learn a skill. If I didn't know my purpose, I'd stop looking for purpose and start building skills. Learn sales, learn communication, learn a trade, learn video editing, learn marketing, learn coding, learn photography, learn leadership. It doesn't really matter which one you start with. It matters that you start. Purpose often follows competence. Find people who are ahead of you. Find someone whose life you respect, not because they're famous, but because they're faithful. I'd ask questions. I'd listen more and talk less. I'd become teachable because who you're around shapes who you're becoming. I'd save money, even if it was $20 a week. I'd start saving, not because I'm rich, but because stewardship starts long before wealth. I'd find somewhere to serve, whether that be at church, kids, the community, sports, anything. Serving will teach you humility. I'd learn leadership. I'd learn responsibility. And those lessons will follow you the rest of your life. This one's big. Stop waiting to feel ready. You don't become confident and then take action. You take action and confidence starts to show up later. Most people think they need more confidence. What they really need is more courage. Courage is taking the first step before you know how it'll end. I would make a plan. Don't just hope your life gets better. Write it down. Where do you want to be in a year, 5 years? What kind of husband or wife do you want to become? What career do you want? What skills do you need? What habits need to change? If it's not written, it's probably just a wish. And then I do one thing today. When this video ends, don't watch another one. Don't scroll. Don't wait until Monday. Do one thing. Apply for the job. Sign up for the class. Read the first chapter. Go to the gym. Call that mentor. Open the savings account. Take the first small step because momentum begins with movement. And can I leave you with one thought? You don't need to have your entire life figured out. When I was younger, I thought successful people had everything planned. They don't. They just kept taking the next faithful step. And eventually, those steps became a life. So stop asking, what am I supposed to do for the rest of my life? Start asking, what's the next right step I can take today? Because the life that you want isn't built in one big decision. It's built one faithful decision at a time. So get up, pray, read, learn, work, serve, grow, and then wake up tomorrow and do it all over again. 5 years from now, you won't recognize the person you've become. And one day, someone will ask, how did you get there? You'll smile and realize it wasn't one giant leap. It was thousands of small, faithful steps. I'll see you in the next episode.